Hi everyone, Rachel Prophet here. I'm a white female with reddish brown hair that is pulled up today. My pronouns are she, her, and today I'm wearing a pink shirt with a black cami underneath. And as always, I'm in my office with my epic sticker wall behind me. Today's Success by Design Nugget is going to focus in on your project timeline. Slide 14 in the Solution Blueprint template asks for your project timeline. The slide includes a simple timeline sample showing some key milestones with the rollouts and a number of users expected for each phase. So when you fill out this slide, you'll want to delete the sample and insert your timeline. This could be a similar looking timeline or PowerPoint slide that outlines your high-level plan, for example. The format is not as important as the content of the plan. Your high-level timeline should include the key phases or milestones with dates and counts of users, and be sure to include any external dependencies or projects that are going on in your organization in your timeline. However, your solution architect is likely to want to double-click into the details of your project plan and see a more detailed project plan. I would strongly recommend that you share your detailed project plan as well. You could insert the file or provide a link to the file. Since your project plan is a living document that is constantly being updated and changing, you might want to put it in a central repository and share access with your solution architect. This document will likely be a central point of conversation throughout your entire engagement. If you don't have a detailed project plan at all, you had better believe it will be called out as an issue with the big red icon in your findings document. Again, the format is not so important as the content. It could be a Microsoft project plan, a detailed spreadsheet, or you might even be using features of DevOps, just as a few examples, to manage your project plan. One of the first things your solution architect will try to determine is whether your project timeline is realistic based on the scope. For example, if you're implementing the entire Dynamics 365 stack and have allocated 3 months, probably not realistic. Likewise, if you're going for a big bang and planned a 3-year project, your architect will probably want to talk about a phased approach and breaking the project into multiple milestones and reducing risk to the project while accelerating the value to the business faster. Your solution architect will also be checking for some key activities to be included in your project plan, and the amount of time that you allocate to each of these activities is realistic. For example, performance testing, at least one mock cutover, your go-live readiness assessment, and so on. If your project is using an agile approach, you'll need to double-click again into the business processes that are planned in each iteration to ensure that complex or critical business processes are not left to the later phases, bringing risk to your project. Chapter 8 of the Implementation Guide Success by Design book dives into key aspects of a good project plan. This starts on page 178. Finding the right balance of detail and actionable tasks is a key message. Another key theme is whether your plan is up to date, realistic, and accurate. While on day 1 of your project, you may have more details that need to be worked out in the plan, and that is okay. As your project progresses, more details and key activities should be documented. Pages 180 and 181 dive into status reporting, and your project plan has direct impact on your ability to report the progress of your project. I strongly encourage you to check out the heat map samples and see how you can use a similar reporting structure to get a quick and easy visual indication of project status. That's it for today's Success by Design Nugget. So thanks so much for joining me here on Dynamics 365 Unboxed. Be sure to subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and comment if you have questions or something specific you want to hear about in my next video. We'll see you next time on Dynamics 365 Unboxed.